The origin of hackers comes from actually MIT in the 60s, and it had a negative connotation that you're hacking into things and sort of mischief. But today, the hackers are really a community of people that work together to solve problems. HackReduce is a place where people can come and work on big data technology. Big data is about taking and reconciling data that sits inside the four walls of an organization traditionally and marrying that to the world's data. The idea here is we want Boston to be a center of competence for big data because we think it's a transformational industry. It's a $100 billion market today with about 1,000 experts. We will have challenges in a Kaggle-style model where somebody from industry could come in and say, we have this specific problem for our business as opposed to an industry problem. Here's our data set, and we'll pay $100,000 to somebody who can solve this problem. And if people get inspired by that, then they can go solve that problem, and 20% of the proceeds would go back into HackReduce to continue to support the operation, and the remainder would go to the participants that won that challenge. There are a lot of things that gleaning insight from information can do on this scale, and I think that's what's inspiring most of the participants. This is really about innovation versus incubation, engagement in the community, education in the area of big data science, and then ultimately innovation. My partner in this, Fred Lalonde, who's the CEO and founder of Hopper, he had run hackathons before and had an interest in really galvanizing all these great assets from the academic community, the venture community, the vendor community, and the government, because Deval Patrick has been a big supporter of technology initiatives. We're actually working with the governor's office, and they are providing us overflow space. So this will be sort of the centerpiece where we hold our events, where we hold hackathons. As we start, the companies will be here, but as people start forming real companies and they grow, then they'll move to other spaces within the state. Ultimately, we are going to go to other cities that we think are underserved. I tell people this feels like spring of 1998 to me. It really feels like what was happening with the internet and the web at that time. And I really think that we're onto something that is really going to be transformational, not just to the economics of the state of Massachusetts, but to the country and ultimately the world.